One of the most anticipated movies of the year, as well as one of the staples in as far as franchises are concerned in the movie industry, is Fast and Furious. And guys, we are now on the ninth installment of this franchise, and I'm extremely excited about it just because they're always a great blockbuster, popcorn movie that you want to just sit down and enjoy in the theaters. And I'm really, like I said, excited about it. I know a lot of other people are really anticipated about it as well. So I wanted to take this segment of the show and talk about everything we know so far about Fast and Furious 9. So let's talk about it. In an article, guys, that was written by Ian Sandwell, Morgan Jeffrey, and Gabriella Giesinger, Fast and Furious 9, everything that you need to know. Fast and Furious 9 should be racing towards its release right about now, but it's been stalled and delayed for an entire year. That should only serve to heighten the anticipation for the return of Vin Diesel's huge franchise when it does arrive next year. Both Fast and Furious 7 and Fast and Furious 8 crossed the $1 billion mark worldwide, with Fast and Furious 7 currently ranking as ninth biggest movie of all time with $1.51 billion. Spin-off Hobbs and Shaw might not have done as well, but big things are expected for F9. Barring the ninth film being a surprise flop, there's already a 10th movie planned. So the release date, guys, it's of course been delayed due to the pandemic, but it's crazy to think that Fast and Furious has had this many installments in the franchise, and it seems like it's just getting bigger and bigger as they go. Everything was on track for Fast and Furious 9 to be released on May 22nd, 2020, and Vin Diesel seemed confident that it would be released on time. However, it was confirmed in March the ninth outing in the hugely popular series would be delayed for an entire year to April 2nd, 2021 in the UK and US. It's become clear that it won't be possible for all of our fans around the world to see the film this May. While we know there is disappointment in having to wait a little while longer, this move is made with the safety of everyone as our foremost consideration, a statement read. Of course, filming took place between June and November 2019 in London, Los Angeles, Edinburgh, Thailand, and Georgia. As we mentioned, a 10th and final movie is planned, originally set for a 2021 release when the ninth film was due in 2019. Fast and Furious 9 has now taken this release date, so don't expect a double helping of Fast and Furious goodness in 2021. It's more likely that it won't hit cinemas until 2022 at the earliest, but it could be a two-part finale. For the fans, should Fast 10 parts 1 and 2 be the conclusion, it would be nice for this world to continue for generations to come, Diesel teased, adding in another interview that the 10th movie is fulfilling a promise to Paul Walker. So, look, guys, I think that what we can expect here with this, with these upcoming movies here is that I think that the whole idea for Fast and Furious was to have 10 movies. It seems like, after they got to Fast and Furious 7, then they did 8, and now they're on 9. It's like, why don't we just make it, a 10-part, series? And then at the same time, maybe it continues afterwards and they just continue it over, as far as an action, series goes. I don't think it would be the same without Vin Diesel and the rest of the crew, but at the same time, you never know where it could go. So it seems like, guys, at this point in time, and we've been talking about this quite a bit on the YouTube channel, with the pandemic going on in our world right now, it's hard to say whether or not, some of these movies that are now slated for a year later or, months later, that there's a potential possibility that they could get delayed even further because of the pandemic going on. It's just hard to say. It really comes down to the cinemas as well as the studios, whether or not they want to release these movies, because when things do finally get back to some form of normalcy, are we going to be able to go to the movie theater and sell out movie theaters? Or are the theaters going to be able to do those things? Or are they only going to be able to fill up theaters half full? Because at that point, a movie like Fast and Furious that's used to having filled up, movie theaters, they may think to themselves, you know what, we'll just wait a while longer just until things go back to completely normal. It's hard to say, guys. But as far as the trailer's concerned, you guys can definitely watch those trailers. There's a lot of course, guys, big time action, it looks like, once again, which they definitely, they don't, displease people when it comes to all of the action and the fun that these movies definitely have within them. Now, who's coming back for Fast and Furious 9? Before we get to the most exciting cast member, let's get through the regular ones. Most of the main cast are back for the ninth outing, so that's Vin Diesel as Dom, Michelle Rodriguez as Letty, Chris Ludacris Bridges as Tay, and and Tyrese Gibson as Roman, among others. After missing out on the last movie, Jordana Brewster is also back as Dom's sister Mia, who is married to Paul Walker's Brian. Walker's brother Cody has been speaking about a potential return for Brian, saying that anything is possible after Cody and his brother Caleb stepped in to finish his filming for Fast and Furious 7. Nathalie Emmanuel will also return as Ramsey, as the first trailer also revealed that Lucas Black has reprised his Tokyo Drift role as Sean Boswell after briefly appearing in Fast and Furious 7. And then Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham are missing out this time around, most likely. The biggest newcomer will be John Cena, who was said to be playing a badass character in the 9th movie, and that's turned out to be none other than Dom's previously unknown brother Jacob. So this is where I was starting to get a little bit lost, is like, I thought that Dom already had a brother in one of the, I forget which, see, it's hard to get like the timeline here of all these movies. But Dom, I remember he had a brother and they had issues, obviously. I think his brother may have died in one of the movies or something. So he has another brother, that being John Cena, or is this the same one? It's hard to say, guys. That's where it's getting kind of confusing, because it's always a brother. It's always, something that is, kind of coming into these movies that's trying to throw like monkey wrenches into the whole mix of the story. It's starting to get a little bit confusing without a doubt. Now, Charlize Theron has been confirmed to reprise her villainous role as Cypher, while Helen Mirren is back to as Shaw's mother, Magdalene. The 9th movie has also added Cardi B, Peaky Blinders star Finn Cole, Anna Sawai, and Vinny Bennett, with all of their roles are being kept under wraps, while Marvel star Michael Rooker is playing a character named Buddy. So it's just, look guys, I mean, it's very exciting that you've got basically everyone's coming back overall, and even Brian, that being, Paul Walker's character, may be coming back as well in maybe a minor role with his brothers playing as him. It's hard to say, but that would be really cool if they kept on giving those props and such to Brian as a character, because I know that shook the whole world, and that's probably why Fast and Furious 7 did so well at the box office. Don't believe all those rumors about Ben Stiller's unexpected Fast and Furious 9 cameo. Reports of my Fast and Furiousness are greatly exaggerated, meaning not at all true. Sadly, though I wish them well with the franchise, fingers crossed it takes off, he joked on Twitter. However, there's apparently a major cameo and a big surprise in the movie that Diesel won't tell anyone about. It's a testament to all the work that everyone has done. It's a testament to the integrity, and it's so awesome, he teased. So what is Fast and Furious 9 about? And look, guys, when I talk about a popcorn movie, a big blockbuster movie, a lot of times when we talk about like these action movies or these Fast and Furious movies, it's not so much about the story. It's more about the characters. It's more about, family and all of that. It has other underlying, different things that they're trying to do within this franchise. The story itself, a lot of times it can, kind of just get thrown out the door, like as far as all the different characters that are coming into the fray, the new ones, and whose brother is this, or, whatever the case might be. I think that at the end of the day, Fast and Furious is all about the characters. It's all about the family. With the first trailer came the official synopsis for the 9th movie, which is as follows. Dom Toretto is leading a quiet life off the grid with Letty and his son, little Brian, but they know that danger always lurks just over their peaceful horizon. This time, that threat will force Dom to confront the sins of his past if he's going to save those he loves most. His crew joins together to stop a world-shattering plot led by the most skilled assassin and high-performance driver they've ever encountered, a man who also happens to be Dom's forsaken brother, Jacob. Diesel expanded, telling Total Film the theme that we've been playing with up until this point has been the family that you create with people from all walks of life, the family that is not blood. What makes the story of Fast 9 so fascinating is how that altruistic concept could neglect the family defined by blood. That's where this story goes. And look, guys, I'm excited about it. I mean, I really am. I think that's pretty cool. Even though it seems like it's a lot of rinse and repeat with these movies, it's still interesting how they pull off different stunts. They pull off all the, unrealistic action that's going on in these movies. It's interesting how it all kind of goes full circle. Okay, so as far as everything else is concerned, guys, within these movies, I mean, guys, we're talking, this is a franchise that has just gone on for so long, and it just seems like they just keep getting, you know, more and more unrealistic, but at the same time, that's what they are, and they accept that, and people love them. And like I said, it's all about characters, all about the family, and it'll be very interesting to see how this movie does, and like what people, you know, as they continue this story. I think people are going to be going to the theaters to watch them without a doubt. Fast and Furious 9 will be out in cinemas in April 2nd, 2021. So what's good about this is that we know a lot about this you know, movie. It's going to be probably a lot of the same, but there's going to be some twists and turns, and I think that's something that every Fast and Furious movie up to this point has kind of given us. It's, at least the more recent ones have given us something to look forward to, and I'm excited to see where they go with this, guys. I really am. I'm excited to see kind of the direction they go in to, of course, Fast and Furious 10, or the two-part, you know, ending or conclusion to this, at least these movies with Vin Diesel and the rest of the crew. But let me know what you guys think about Fast and Furious 9. What are you the most excited about seeing? Let me know in the comment section below. And for more Fast and Furious 9 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.